Well, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. Me and Little Monarch here to talk to you about Crucible of War market update for you. We're going to take a look at Unlimited and First Edition. Lots of cool things happening, lots of things to talk about. We're going to continue to track the value of this set as the product ages. It's a lot of fun. Before we get into it, let me share with you a new friend of the channel, a new sponsor of these videos, which is MinMax Games and their single store at minmaxgamesfab.com. There's going to be a link in the comment section of all these videos that will get you $5 off your order, $50 or more, and then patrons, you get access to a 5% off discount code all the time. And then, if you want to support the channel even more than that, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG, where you get access to a collection tracker as well. And that utilizes all the values of these videos whenever I do an update. It also gets you access to the multiple Flesh and Blood events and other TCG events we have in the Discord server. So let's take a look at Crucible of War and see what's going on with boxes first, and then we'll take a look at the EV and see, is it worth it to open up a box of First Edition or Unlimited? I'm tracking sealed boxes this week at $750, and I want to say right now, you can find better deals than that, but just based on some sales and sold listings, this is where I wanted to put the price. We had sold listings last week at $750. That's kind of where we got to, but now we're doing these every other week, and on eBay, you're seeing sold listings this week at like $675, $660. But on TCG Player this week, you are continuing to see some sales even over $750. You can see here sales at $760, $777. And then so what I'm using is basically the TCG low on this product, and the eBay low at $750 for this week, just because there were so many other high sales other than those lower ones. So it's hard picking between the markets, but it seems that the boxes are going for around $700 to $750. So that's where I'm tracking those out. Meanwhile, Unlimited still available at MAP. You can see we had a spike when the print run announcement came off, or the out of print announcement, and now we're just kind of flat back down to what it was. All right, let's talk about the good old Arknight Shard. No real sold listings here. You can see we are kind of fluctuated and flatlined back at the original price point before our huge print run number spike that happened. I still believe that this was a hefty little bubble in the Flesh and Blood finance world, but that these are accurate prices of what the cards are worth, and what people are willing to pay for them. So I think that's about where we are. You can make all your arguments you want, but then show me some sold listings of higher cards, and I would be happy to include them in this update. But that seems to be where the prices are. Meanwhile, the Unlimited is sitting at $340. That did spike up to $645. But then again, as supply just has continued to come in, we have things just kind of trending downwards or sidelines. So First Edition, let's see, is it worth it to open up a box? The potentially rarest card in Flesh and Blood existence is the Twinning Blade Extended Art, which recently sold for $1,045 on the 5th. So that's a new price point there. That's up 4% from the last time we tracked it. Other than that, there's no real sold listings of a Cheyenne or the Krunic. The Majestic Cold Foils, a couple interesting things. Skullhorn, a new one, sold for $353, which is slightly up. But the Perch Grapplers, Perch Grapplers, we had an old sold listing. Actually, it wasn't actually that old. If you take a look, it was actually in January at $525. And that's kind of where we had this. But then recently there is currently one, if you're interested in it, for a near mint First Edition cold foil from a reputable seller on TCG Player for Perch Grapplers at $325. So if you're looking for a Perch Grapplers, seems like a good price. That is down 14%, and I don't need one. I've got plenty of them. So if you think that's a good price, go ahead and pick that up. Other than that, no real changes there. There's not a ton available at these price points either. A lot of these are just like the last sold listing. So if you wanted to buy one right now, it would probably be a little bit more expensive. But until somebody makes that, new market price, that's kind of where we are on previous sold listings. Looking at the rare cold foils, Edge of Autumn, this is another one way down. If you take a look at the current last solds and everything like that, you've got $245. This is TCG Player current prices. But this week on Facebook, keep in mind we look at Facebook, TCG Player, eBay. Occasionally we look through Discord. this is a recent one. Edge of Autumn cold foil sold for $109. So just trying to track the last prices. Again, I would not advise that you sell one for $109, but this video, this series from the beginning has aimed to take a look and track the prices on average every week of sold listings, and that's what I do. So if you want to go ahead and make a video that is the current prices and you want to say that everything's worth, you know, $400 each, then that's what you can do. But this is taking a look at evidence of sold listings from all the product, all the cards from all those marketplaces. So the last 2 weeks, there have been a few sales. Zephyr Needle down to $129, Plasma Barrel Shot down to $119, and Centauri Sabers Reverse down to $188. So not a huge change. This 6%, don't let that scare you. That was a pretty good deal at $109. Like I said, we've seen sold listings in the $250 ranges before, $220. It has been a considerable amount of time though since we've seen that. I'm pulling it up on TCG Player at least. Yeah, like I'm all the way back to November. We haven't seen any sold there. So it's been a long time since any have sold at the higher price point. So the Edge of Autumn at $109. I would say probably more appropriate price is probably in like the $150s to $160s. All right, let's move on to the Rainbow Foil Majestics, which are up 2.2% to an average of almost $29. Snag going way up. I think again, when we see some cards spoiled, especially these blue cards and, you know, cards that are being utilized with some of the heroes from Everfest that are coming up, you're gonna see some things spoiled. We're seeing a lot of interaction, a lot of rumors. We saw a new playmat that looks like it may be Azalea, so Remorseless got bought out. You're gonna see a lot of this over the next couple weeks. You're going to see a lot of movement up. You're going to see a lot of movement down. You're going to see cards that people had spec'd on previously and decide to sell off because they're still not doing anything. But there's a lot of things happening in the marketplace, especially on the rainbow foil side of things. People like that because it's easier to flip. So keep an eye out for those things. Snag, Remorseless, Rattlebones, all seeing increases of pretty considerable sizes this week. Regular Majestics, not as much, down 3% actually. Again, I think rainbow foil is kind of where the cake is these days of people who are speccing on things. Although Bloodsheath Skeleton is up 30%, and that is important to note. Looking at rainbow foil rares, Bloodsheath might be up because I think that's used. I have not played against the Viscerai deck. I have not looked into that. I think that one is played in Viscerai though, so excuse me for my incompetence there. First edition rainbow foil rares are down 3%. You can take a look and see if there's anything interesting there for you in the top list. This is just TCG low on the rares and the commons. The regular rares are down 1%. The rainbow foil commons are up 3%. You can see Torrent of Tempo, Chokeslam, those ones kind of pushing up. And then as we get to our EV, if you were to open, this is where I think that Crucible of War sealed product is undervalued. If you compare the EV to the box price of Crucible and then compare that to Arcane and to WTR, Crucible of War first edition boxes are undervalued. That being said, if you're going to open up one of them and you're not going to hit a Fable or a Legendary, on average, you can expect to hit $473 worth of cards. A lot of that is in your Majestic Cold Foil. You know, if you do hit a Majestic Cold Foil, you're well over the 473. If you take out just the, so this would be if you open up like 10 boxes on average. This does include hitting the average Legendary. That'd be $560 per box. Of course, if you open up a Cheyenne, that's going to be higher. And then this one just includes if you open up 40 boxes, you do hit a Fable and all the legendaries. You probably hit a extended art rainbow foil there. You're sitting at an average of $645 per box. So your real kind of true EV, if you were to open up a box, would be about $645 on average, averaging out everything. Pretty cool. You can see everything is just kind of flatlined. That's down 1%, but everything is flatlined at the same price as before the print run announcements. That is the story of 2021, in my opinion. Is everything has been flat and was flat the entire year and is continuing flat since the since the print run announcements that we all overreacted to. All right, moving on. We'll go through Unlimited real quick. Spring Tunic, all the legendaries are down. Cheyenne and Spring Tunic are both down. Again, more boxes being open, more, stores are now opening boxes because less people are buying unlimited. We'll take a look at the average prices of the Majestics at the end of the video. It's still not calculating here for some reason, but Massacre is up to $3, 116%. Rattlebones is up 46%. Beast Within up 40%. You got Flood of Force even. Oh, that's only up 16 cents, so it's only $1 or $2. All right, the regular Majestics, Flood of Force way up again, and it's still only 83 cents. Chain Lightning at $3, Mangle at $1. Not a ton of movement. All those percentages are just in the lower value cards. Cokes of Commotion at $3.46. Where's our Cokes Rainbow Foil at for this set? It's not on our list of top fives. All right. You got the equipment slots are still worth relatively good money. Visiortronics still worth $11. Crater Fist at $33. Courage of Bladehold at $36. Still a ton of value in those majestic equipments if you do hit them. Rainbow Foil rares on average are down 10% to 62 cents. Regular rares are up 4% to 16 cents. Rainbow Foil commons up 15% to almost 50 cents. And as we take a look, you can see those Majestics. The regular Majestic was down on average 2.9% to an average of $40. That's the EV contribution to the thing. So 640 divided by 6 would be, I don't know what that is. Like, I can't do that math in my head right now. Maybe $8, $7 each on average, it sounds like. And then the Majestic Rainbow Foils, it looks like the average would be about $12 because you get 1.25 in each box, and that's adding 18 to the value. Anyway, if you open up just one box, you can expect to hit $74 worth of cards. $74! That's what you're paying for the box. Open the boxes, people. Buy unlimited Crucible. That is the best box to open right now by far. You can get it for $75. You're going to, on average, most of the time, get your money back in just the Majestics, the rares, the Majestic Rainbow Foils. You're going to get your money back on average. And then you have the chance of hitting a legendary, or even like the Rainbow Foil Majestics. There's a good Crucible of War Unlimited is the best product to open right now. In my opinion, this is not financial advice. Do not sue me. Okay. That being said, I love Crucible War. I still think it's the greatest set in Flesh and Blood history. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. If you want access to all this stuff as a collection tracker, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. You're also going to get yourself then access to the 5% off all the time over at MinMax Games. If you do not want to be a patron, you can still use the link in the description of the video or in the comment section, where you will get $5 off your order of $50 or more. So hope you guys have a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you, and remember to be kind to yourself too. Like, man, just be kind to yourself. Hope you have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.